the fair winds blow. Our home is where the waters flow. We'll show you what we've come to know on board while sailing wisdom.
Charlie, can I have the knife? Can I have it? Can I have it? Oh. Thank you.
So now we're heading straight towards Florida. We're just gonna be heading straight kind of in the direction of Marathon, which is way south of where we wanna go. And the reason is we're gonna be going straight into the Gulf Stream. We'll know we're in it because our course is gonna be going from heading to Florida to be just swept north really fast. When we first set out to go sailing, I was actually really terrified of the Gulf Stream because it's a really powerful current. But after all the sailing we've done, I realized it's just a current. Like, there's a couple rules. As long as you follow them, you're good. And the biggest rule is never go in when there's a northern component to the wind. So here we have southeast wind. It's gonna be great.
I am so excited that we've turned north. This is the home stretch of this passage, and it's been a long one. It's been nice, but I'm pretty ready to get there. I'm so excited to be back in the States. It's been so long, and we have so many people to catch up with. It's definitely a bittersweet passage because it does mark that return to the States, which means, you know, nothing we see in the near future is going to be brand new, but we're going to be able to revisit some of the places that we saw on our way down that we didn't get to spend enough time in, and I'm really, really excited for that. I'm also really excited to meet a bunch of you. We're going to be trying to meet up with as many people along the East Coast as we can, as many of our viewers, and it's just going to be so fun. Whew! Got the chills just thinking about it. Hi!
So I think I see the Gulf Stream up ahead. It literally looks like a raging rapid river just running through the ocean.
It's hard to believe that this morning we had barely any wind, and I had to go put up Monty, our mainsail, to get us to move 1.5 knots. Now we're going upwards of 8 knots, and Herbie's gone to reef because we were heeling over 25 degrees.
I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on. I put my feet up, and we just sing along. And I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever?
So for our final night of this passage, Herbie has made us this beautiful loaf of bread. It's probably the most beautiful bread he's ever made.
The secret is doubling the recipe because Maddie said, "Why is my bread always short?" I'm like, well, I'll double it and make it twice as tall.
Someone else wants the bread.
Charlie loves bread.
There you go, Jar. Yes, you're free.
I should cut it upside down. That way I can see where I'm cutting.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I'm gonna have like I need you to not have her in here. Charlie. Not yet. Here, have a little piece of crust. She's taking her own. So normally Charlie goes to bed around 6, and it's 6:30, and she hasn't gone to bed because she saw this bread and knows that we were gonna cut it and eat it, and she wanted it. So I'm sure that after we finish eating, she will go to sleep. We are going so fast. We're going between 7 and 8 knots steady. This is so cool. And the coolest part is we are not receiving the nice, gentle, subtle push from the Gulf Stream yet. This is just us. So when you add 4 to 5 knots of current pushing us, it's gonna be crazy. But it is such an uncomfortable ride. And Maddie's gonna start her first watch, and I'm gonna try and go to sleep. And I can't sleep with the boat doing this. So I'm gonna go drop our jib, and we'll be under our staysail and our double reefed main. And we'll probably still be going pretty fast, but a lot more comfortably.
It's the most beautiful. I love that red sun. Look at that. The wind was building and building and building, and it was just a bit too much. So I asked Herbie to go up and put our PJ, which is our storm trysail, up, and we're still going over 6 knots. So we didn't really sacrifice much, and it's a much more comfortable ride.
As always, every time we do a long passage, we normally do the whole thing under our storm sails. We'll have our trysail and our staysail up, and those are our only sails flying. And this time we're so happy and proud of ourselves because we went the whole way under a large main, sometimes a full main, our jib, our staysail, like full sail, many days in a row. And here it is, our last night as we're approaching Florida, and we needed the trysail. So we're back to our old ways.
I think it's blowing like 30 knots.
It feels like, yeah, it's pretty darn intense.
So I've got first watch tonight, getting all comfy cozy out here. And there are already ships around us, so eyes are gonna be peeled.
And I'm gonna go get a shower because I got thoroughly rinsed with salt water up there.
We're going full sail. Oh my gosh, Charlie. No. Why? Charlie. Charlie, give me my phone. Stop. Charlie. Oh my gosh.
Coming in, the winds are a little fluky, there's Gulf Stream issues. Yes, but a super awesome thing. Here we come into waters we've never sailed into. There are no landmarks, no buoys or anything, but there's a tiny cut through the reef. And because of GPS, we're like, ah, yes, with confidence, we'll just go in this way. Like in the old days, before GPS, how did they do it? Like, oh my God, hats off to those old sailors.
It was all local knowledge.
Yeah, but when you come into somewhere for the first time, there's no local knowledge for you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm impressed.
I don't want to spoil the surprise, but there is something really, really exciting happening once we get to shore tomorrow. So I am just giddy to get to shore. This has been a fantastic passage, but wait till you see what we've got in store tomorrow. Just wait. And then we'll move forward.
Yeah, we'll come up. I'll drop the hook, I'll drop the sails. Sounds good. You're running at about 30 amps right now.
Okay.
So you know. Anchor down?
Yeah. Dropping pin. We're walking to get our car rental, and I just feel like everything I ever thought about Florida is along this walk. There's just rows of palm trees, lots of old people being really active and fit, and biking, and a whole lot of moolah. It's just so starkly different from everything we've seen in the past year. We've been in third world countries and just seen abject poverty and people living very simply for the past many places we've been. And so to just come here after all that, after Suriname, Cape Verde, even much of St. John and St. Thomas, it's different. That worked.
Good. Oh, there's Gerry. Oh, yeah. Is that Gerry?
It's Gerry.
Oh, okay. Oh, hi. Good. Good. Wait, Uber.
Yeah, you're probably not used to that, huh? There's Gerry right there.
Hi, Gerry.
Come here, Gerry.
Yeah, Charlie. Who's that?
Come on, Gerry.
Aw. Gerry. Hi. Oh my goodness, you're so soft.
Says hello.
Really?
Wow.
Hello.
Hi, Gerry. Hi, Gerry. Hello.
Say hello.
Hello.
I'm sorry.
Hi, Gerry. Gerry. Oh my goodness.
So sweet.
Hi.
She's an awesome bird.
I'm so excited. Yeah.
Kind of sad she's going, actually.
Oh, really? Oh.
That's good. She'll be a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, we're bird people.
Yeah, I mean, you got me a great time.
It's like a bittersweet moment right now.
Yeah.
I could imagine.
We love her.
You can see the tail's coming in nice. I'm starting to come back, which is good.
Oh, yeah.
Ah.
You're just the most beautiful
Hello.
Oh my gosh, he's so soft.
This is Gerry. Gerry, this is Charlie. Yeah. You guys are sisters now.
This is Larry and this is Mo. Larry and Mo document our trip. So, now that we have gotten to the United States, once again, we have completed our very giant round trip around the Atlantic, and I can put the final cut in Mo. So we're going to go in, fill our water tanks in No Name Harbor, and thus will begin our ICW journey.
We're gonna go out, it's 20 miles north, we go in at Fort Lauderdale, and then we start motoring up the ICW.
We have already hit bottom in this anchorage as the tide went out, so feels like 3 years ago. Thanks for watching this episode of Sailing Wisdom. Don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, and hit subscribe so you don't miss the next Rigging Doctor episode. And if you're interested in even more Rigging Doctor awesomeness, consider becoming a patron to see all of our extras. Can't wait to see you next time as you join us out here on the high seas.